NFC has clearly emerged as the better conference, and I think the NFC West might have emerged as the best division in football, top to bottom.
It may be the best division, and it's early in the season, and a lot can change. But I think we all could agree the Eagles look like the favorite in the NFC East.
Right.
The Packers and Lions look dominant in the NFC North. Mm-hmm. The Buccaneers have been very good for a very long time and have won 4 straight divisions, right?
Yes.
We got 4 teams right there. The Rams have been stellar, almost won in Philadelphia, and have been a force for years. That's a 5th team. There are 7 playoff teams. We're talking about the Bears, the Vikings, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Cardinals. Like, where's that 5th? The foul? Like, there is a lot of competition behind what I think are 5 really strong NFC teams.
So with Seattle and Arizona going tonight, I put the question to the group, which is the best team in the NFC West? And you're going to see a lot of LA Rams helmets up there, except for mine. Why are the Rams the best team in the NFC West?
I think they're the best team right now. They got a young, salty defense. Stafford, he's got Puka Nacua. You got Devontae Adams. You got Kyron Williams. Like, they are nice. However, Seattle is knocking on that door.
Yeah, Seattle is really nice, no doubt about it. The thing I love about the Rams with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams is how they change their run game plan from series to series. A lot of times you're going to see them hit gap scheme up the middle. You'll get those linebackers to come in, then all of a sudden they're hitting you with outside zone and perimeter plays. It's very hard if you're on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I think the Rams do things offensively no one else in the league does. I also say that they went on the road to Philly and lost because of 2 blocked field goals, and Matthew Stafford, that's probably the worst game throwing-wise he'll have all season.
And I like what I've seen from Seattle. That defense is ferocious.
Stafford and Darnold are 2 of the best deep ball throwers right now in the NFL. And you talk about the multiplicity on the offensive side. The Seattle Seahawks are the only team in the NFL that have 4 different personnel groupings that they use at least 10% of the time.
All right, we'll see. Things
you like that one.
He's got
was hilarious. Okay, let's play a game of what if. Heck, yes, what if Joe Flacco and the Browns lose big to the Lions this weekend? What happens then? I think it's par for the course. I don't see a relegation happening for Joe Flacco. I don't think anything he has or hasn't done or will or won't do will be a surprise to the Browns organization. I don't think they make a change at quarterback probably until week 6, 7. 6, 7. I want to be my kids are cringe. Might be a 6, 7, week 7. I don't know. Kidding aside. The rookies. Everyone wants to see them. People want to see them. People look at that defense and they say this is a championship caliber defense, and they don't have enough offense, and they're wondering, could Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders be the answer? Well, I know that 2 weeks ago I said there was no sense of urgency within the Giants organization. They lost 2 games. Right. They made a quarterback change. I think it's similar here in Cleveland. There's no sense of urgency right now. Could they lose a couple of games and make a change? Sure. We see it happen all the time. I don't think today they're thinking like that in any way, shape, or form. Today, I understand that at some point we're going to get rookie quarterbacks in Cleveland. Not today. It's not today. We'll see when it is. Taylor, I'm jumping to you and Micah Parsons. What if Micah Parsons has a monster game Sunday night at his former team, the Cowboys? Well, this is not a question of what if. This is when. He is salivating the minute he got traded. He circled this one. I mean, you got him who's, since he's gotten in the league, has led the league in pressures. And then you have on the other side, Rashawn Gary, who's leading the league in sacks right now because of Micah Parsons, all the attention he's getting. If I'm Tyler and Terrence on the bookend tackles who've given up 27 pressures, I have not gotten a wink of sleep all week. Packers were 6.5-point favorite at Dallas on Sunday night. Do you expect this game to be close? No, I don't. I think this game resembles that playoff game from a couple seasons ago. The aggression and the downfield shots out of the Packers offense and this Packers defense gives up 4 yards per completion. This is an uphill battle for Dallas. Dan feels very strong that this game's going to be a bull race. Right, he said bull race earlier. I think there's 5 games that can get out of hand. Look, this one feels scary to me, and it's not because, look, the bottom line is the Cowboys are playing without CD Lamb. So if the game is a shootout, and with their defense, every game that they win is going to be a shootout. Their defense has been so bad, and now they're greatly at a disadvantage without having CD Lamb out there. I also fear this game could be very one-sided. Yeah, it's going to be one-sided, and I think a lot of games going forward are going to be one-sided, and even so much so that Cowboys games going forward. Cowboys games, I mean, look at Caleb Williams and what he was able to do last week against them, and so much so they're not giving him credit for playing really well because the Cowboys are so bad. That's indicative of where the franchise is. I mean, explain this defense to me. Well, I'm seeing guys running so wide open, it's almost impossible. Rex Ryan sitting right there earlier this week and referenced the legendary doomsday defense of the Cowboys. almost seems like it's all very vanilla zone defense, dropping everything else. And you look at, I was talking about it last week, when you watch this defense play on the field, they're very stagnant. You know what you're getting pre-snap against this team. You want to see a difference in defenses, just go cut on the Denver Broncos. The way they communicate pre-snap, the way they change coverages up. You got a Mike linebacker making calls at the line of scrimmage. Dallas just doesn't, and even the guys that they have, like you look at Diggs, like they're just not playing that well. Even the back end at safety, again, guys are wide open. Middle runner and Tampa 2 not even taking the high end to it, Gary. I think there's two ways defensively you can impact the quarterback. You either speed them up or slow them down. The Cowboys defense does neither. So the quarterbacks, they're at will with what they want. They're not getting pressure on the quarterback. They're not making them confused with the coverages. You tell quarterbacks in this league what you're doing, they're going to cut you up. They're going to carve you up. They're too good nowadays. So I just think this Dallas Cowboys defense is stuck in like 1994. If you're wondering why receivers are running so free down the field, it comes down to pressure on the quarterback. Not a single NFL receiver can cover, or NFL quarterback can cover receivers as long as the Cowboys are asking them to. They run a flea flicker, a bad flea flicker. It's not timed well. The pitch back is up in the air. He still has time to catch it, set his feet, and deliver a dime 50, 60 yards down to 2 yards. There's nobody there putting pressure on him to say, hey, I can't guard this guy who runs a 4-3 for 10 seconds. Here's the play that we're talking about. Right now you've seen it, but obviously that ball does to sort of float in the air on the pitch back. And to your point, and then Luther Burden is out there completely by himself. I do worry about the Cowboys in the big picture. If I'm a Cowboy fan, I'm very worried. This game feels like a massacre waiting to happen, candidly, with Michael Parsons coming in, and I don't feel it's going to get a whole lot better, especially with CD Lamb out for a while. The strength of the Cowboys 6 weeks ago was Michael Parsons, CD Lamb, and an up-and-coming offensive line. Mike is not there, CD's hurt. 2 out of the 5 starters on that offensive line are out. This is an offensive line going against one of the best defensive lines in football without their number 1 wide receiver, and a defense that's going against one of the most explosive and creative offenses in football. We don't have to be brain scientists or brain surgeons to figure this one out. They're at home, though. It's Sunday night, and there's some talent. Right off to the seldom do games in the National Football League go the way everybody expects them to. And everybody is waiting for a team to be boat raced because it seems that way. More often than not, we get a different result than we're expecting. That's why the ratings on these games are so high, because they're so unpredictable. So I don't know how they're going to stay in this game, and they don't match up with the Green Bay Packers. And the Packers should boat race them. But something tells me that Javonte Williams will play very well, Dak Prescott will rise up, and the Dallas Cowboys will be a tough out on Sunday night. I love that take, because you look at the Bills and the Dolphins last Thursday night, everyone thought that was going to be a boat race as well, and it being closer than people thought it was going to be. However, Eberflus is drunk at the party, he needs a glass of water, and that glass of water is a little bit of man's out. Like, he's got to figure something out. And I'd like to say something to the Dallas Cowboys fans, like Dak Prescott more than likely will have a bad game, because they're going to get down bad, and he's going to have to press quite a bit. If we get up here on Monday and we're like, is Dak Prescott the problem? It's going to be, it's ridiculous, because he is not the problem for the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a problem for Dak Prescott. You see, here's the strength of that team. Absolutely, if you want to see the difference defensively, watch the Packers on defense and watch the Cowboys on defense. That front 7 for the Packers, what it allows the defensive backs to do in the back end, they're shutting everything. And there it is, Jeff. There's the evidence. Now, I'm just telling you, Monday night Baltimore, I guess, of Cowboys. Monday night Baltimore, everybody's on the Ravens. There's the one, and it went the other way. All right, first take is getting ready to roll, and coming up next, how should Cowboys fans respond to Micah's return to Dallas? Will Jackson Dart handle the pressure in New York? First take, Stephen A. Ryan Clark, Dan Orlovsky, Mark Wahlberg, Keegan Michael Key, and many more. Top of the hour on ESPN.